Alright, you're bulking incorrectly as a skinny teenager. Before we continue on, alright, let's get into it. So, why should you listen to me? Well, I am 2 years into this journey of building muscle and just bulking up and, just trying to look better, trying to look bigger and get bigger. And I can already help you with your first 2 years of building muscle as well. Okay, so if you want help, um, click the link in the description. That's my course on how to build muscle for skinny teenagers. I teach you everything about building muscle, what I personally did, how to bulk, okay? And before I move on, subscribe if you want more videos like this, okay? So let's get into it. So this is what I'm going to cover in this video. The bad type of bulking and why it is bad. What is metabolism? A lot of people do not know what metabolism actually is. The good bulking and why it is good. Okay, then bulking without tracking calories. Yes, I never tracked my calories. I never have, and I still was able to build. Like, just look at this progress, bro. Look at me before. I was all skinny. Look at my arms, and look at me now. Look at my arms. Look at my chest has gotten bigger. Okay, so just look at the progress I've made. Okay, so yes, you can bulk without tracking your calories. And last but not least, why all macronutrients are important for building muscle. Okay, so let's get into that. So what makes a bulk bad? This is like probably like the longest part of the video where I'm just gonna teach you like what to avoid in order to make your bulk successful as you can. So this is what causes like a bad bulk. Eating this type of stuff, refined sugar, which comes from a lot of sugary things, junk food in general, has a lot of sugary things that have refined sugar, which I'll explain in a little bit why all of these things are bad. So sugary drinks, soda, energy drinks, all this shit, avoid them at all costs if you want your bulk to be good. Whole grains and refined grains, I'll explain in a little bit why this is all bad. White bread, pasta, and refined grains, legumes, any type of sauce like ketchup, ranch, teriyaki sauce, soy sauce, any type of sauce pretty much, okay? Because of all the ingredients they contain. Now, if you make these at home, they're probably a lot healthier than the ones that you get from the store, okay? High fructose corn syrup, that's in like a lot of foods. That's sugar pretty much, okay? High fructose corn syrup is not classified, like they don't call it sugar, right? But it's a type of sugar. Then we got seed oils like canola oil, palm oil, vegetable oil, sunflower oil. There's a bunch of seed oils which are really bad, and I'll explain a little bit, like I said, why these are bad. Then 10 plus ingredient foods, so foods that are like you just see the label in the back and they have way more 10 ingredients or more. That's a bad thing. Now also, like, it can be 10, it could be less than 10 ingredients, but it can also have bad things in them, like seed oils and all this stuff that I just mentioned. Okay, so watch out for that. And then we got junk food and fast food. Just in general, any type of junk food, any type of fast food, avoid them. Okay, uh flavored protein powder, protein bars are not actually healthy. Just because something's high in protein doesn't mean it's healthy. Okay, it's about the quality of the food. Okay, and then we got majority of foods that are packaged. So yeah, majority of foods that are packaged, whether it's like like the little gummies that you get that are supposedly healthy, those are not actually healthy. And majority of the stuff that is packaged, put in and really processed, are the things that are not healthy for you. They contain weird ingredients that cause weird health problems, and we don't want that. And also, like, they cause you to get fat. Like, you don't even get muscle from eating these foods. You just get fat, and a bunch of problems come with that, like your health and shit like that. And then pretty much dirty bulking in general, just don't do it. Dirty bulking is not good for you. It's not, especially as a teenager, we're developing right now. And if you are eating foods like this, you're gonna fuck up a lot of things for your future self, your health, your fitness. Just don't dirty bulk. Why this is a bad bulk? Well, this is what these foods cause. Okay, this is what I wanted to get to. So, lower testosterone, worse health, gut issues. Yes, this is where the gut issues come from. Diabetes and stuff like that. Even if you are skinny, bro, Like you can still get diabetes, which is crazy. I just um, it's just crazy. It's like I just don't feel safe eating junk food anymore. And then it causes you to gain fat and not muscle. Yes, all these foods I just mentioned, they cause you to gain muscle. They cause you to gain fat instead of muscle. So no muscle gains if you eat foods like this. Um, you feel like shit from eating these foods as well. Like whenever I used to eat a lot of these foods, like every single day, I would feel like shit. Okay, I wouldn't feel good. I would feel lethargic, and my like testosterone was low. My dick wouldn't get hard, which is not a good sign, especially as a teenager. Okay, your PP should be getting hard a lot, and as men, we should have like erections very often. If you have high testosterone, if you don't, fix that shit. Okay, and you start by fixing your diet. Then you legumes. Okay, so legumes are like beans. Okay, the stuff I mentioned here: white bread, pasta, refined grains, whole grains, refined grains, legumes. All these things cause issues like lowering your metabolism, and beans or legumes, like things like I already said, like beans. What's the other stuff? Oh fuck, what was the name? I forgot the name. It was lentils, things like foods like that. Just search up legumes, and you should get a whole list. But foods like this um actually lower testosterone because they inhibit the absorption of minerals that are essential for building testosterone, like zinc, iron, calcium, and you need these. These nutrients are actually you need them. Okay, these minerals you need them to grow, like your bones to be strong, your blood to be like healthy, and you to actually like have high testosterone and build muscle, and just in general, just growth. Like if you want to grow taller, don't eat these foods. Like my entire life I was eating beans and legumes and stuff like that, but I stopped eating them recently. You know, I'm Mexican and a lot of foods are just beans and shit. But I started avoiding this as much as I can, and because I will, I don't want to end up being short. I'm like 5'5" right now. I want to grow taller. I'm 15. I'm still growing. Obviously, you stop growing as a male. You stop growing until you're 18. But like, I don't want to stay short, bro. So avoid these foods if you want to be taller and have higher testosterone. Okay. Common excuses to eat these foods. So common excuses to eat foods like junk food, fast food, and stuff like that. Um, I have fast metabolism. You know, that's not what metabolism isn't about burning fat. Okay, fat is like kind of a whole separate thing from metabolism, and getting fat. Like just that's just a different thing. Okay, metabolism, which I'll explain a little bit what it is, but it's not that. Okay, it's not that. I researched it. A lot of people are really misinformed by the health and fitness and all this shit. And then there's also these other excuses like I'm still young, this doesn't affect me. It fucking affects you. It affects you no matter how much you're eating. It affects you. You might think it doesn't, but it does. I can burn this with more exercise. No, it's actually harder for you to actually burn foods like this with more exercise. Okay, like foods like junk food. It's actually really hard to outtrain a bad diet, believe it or not. Okay, and if you want my sources, my research, and all that shit, go watch uh YouTuber named Paul Saladino, which he talks about foods and what foods are the healthiest and nutritious. Also, search up the studies and shit like that. Okay, now don't search up studies that are um for seed oils and stuff like that. Like there's studies showing that seed oils are actually bad, and foods like junk food, fast food, and all these things cause diabetes, and it's not red meat or things like that. Okay, and then you also got your parents telling you that it's okay to eat these foods, but you fail to realize that these foods actually cause very serious health issues, and it will fuck up your muscle growth. So if you're trying to build muscle, avoid these foods. Okay, just avoid them, and your development as a teenager also like goes down because you're eating these foods. Pretty much, if your parents are letting you eat any of this, they're kind of abusing you in a weird way. It's abuse because these foods are fucking up your health, destroying you from the inside out. So it's up to you if you want to keep on eating these foods. Obviously, now and then, every now and then, I guess it's fine to eat these foods, but we should really take this seriously. So, what is metabolism actually? So, in simple terms, our metabolism is what converts our food into energy, and it does contribute like with other things like regulating hormones, repairing tissue, and rebuilding tissue. So, pretty much it helps with muscle building. But it's not about burning fat. Like burning fat and building up fat isn't just about metabolism because um look, people with fast metabolism could be fat. Like, look, in fact, some studies show that people who are overweight or obese often have fast metabolism because their bodies need more energy to function. This this is the truth. Fast metabolism does not mean less fat because this is the stuff that actually like contributes to gaining fat and stuff like that. Now, obviously, we're skinny and we're trying to build muscle, but we don't want to build fats in our stomachs or stuff like that. So if you want to avoid being fat while on a bulk, make sure your diet has none of this BS. Make sure your diet, your everyday diet, your daily intake of food does not have anything that includes this. Okay, just don't because look, this being fat depends on how active you are, your diet, and your hormones. Okay, now metabolism, like I said, it does contribute a little bit. It helps with regulating hormones, repairing and building tissue, but it's not the main problem when it comes to uh, building muscle and destroying fats. So the dirty bulk will actually make your metabolism slower. Dirty bulking actually makes humans is uh, our metabolism gets slower whenever we dirty bulk, which is a bad thing if you want to build muscle. Okay, if you want to build muscle, we need a lot of fucking energy, which comes from our metabolism, and also it helps with repairing and building tissue, which is building muscle. So if you want to build muscle, if you want to be healthier, make sure you're eating these foods. Metabolism is about making food into energy, which we need energy in order to perform well in the gym. Okay, so I know it's a little bit like kind of complicated, but this is the simplest way I could have put it. I don't know the exact science, but this is like a brief, like, simple terms. Okay, bro. Now let's talk about what makes bulking good. So this is what makes bulking good. So eating whole foods and these two supplements. Okay, eating whole foods such as I don't know why I put two supplements such as I should just put this on a separate side, but you get what I mean, right? Eating whole foods such as red meat, eggs, fruits, some vegetables. The only ones I eat are sweet potato and potato because apparently there's like this there's a whole war against like vegetables and fruits right now. But I believe that fruits are actually healthy. The only like obviously like our fruits are sprayed with pesticides and weird shit on it that makes them kind of unhealthy. But as long as you wash your fruits well, or if you're buying organic, you're fine. Now, obviously, none of us, not even myself, like I don't buy organic or anything like that. I just eat fruits. I just eat red meat and eggs, not the organic or the grass fed or anything like that, which is probably like the healthiest. But as long as you're avoiding junk food and all the other stuff that I mentioned, you're good. Okay. And if after that you have to take it to the next level and eat more like foods that are organic and aren't sprayed with pesticides, that's fine. But this is what I personally like. Kind of majority of the stuff here I eat. Okay, so red meat, eggs, fruits, some vegetables. Like I said, these are the only ones that I eat. I sometimes eat other vegetables, but majority of the time I just eat sweet potato and potato, just normal potato. And then this is the foods that you should be cooking, or this is what you should be cooking your foods in. These animal fats. So ghee, butter, and beef tallow. I'm telling you this. I'm just gonna warn you right now. Ghee smells like Asian. I'm not even trying to be racist, but like, that smells Asian. Like like my friend, like one time I used to have this Asian friend, and he would just you could just smell this on him, like ghee. I didn't even know what ghee was. I just thought that Asian people just smell like that, and it was literally because I think they cooked their food in this ghee. And then butter and beef tallow are like these are actually they don't smell like that. Okay, butter smells like butter, and beef tallow just smells like I think that it smells kind of like pumpkin, like the inside of a pumpkin. Like the ones that like jack o' lanterns, like those type of pumpkins. And then we got, these are the two supplements that I recommend. These are the only two. Now, if you need other supplements like vitamin D or magnesium or zinc, you can take those. But for right now, this is the only ones I recommend. You can still take zinc, like I said, and magnesium and iron or some things that you're deficient in. But majority of your minerals and vitamins, you should get them from your foods. That's why I put these specific foods here. And don't drink anything else other than water. And if you are going to drink milk, make sure that you're drinking it from a glass bottle. Okay, so if you're buying milk from the store, make sure that it's in a glass container. Make sure that it's raw milk. Those are the only two things that I would say. Which raw milk is, I think it's banned here in majority of like the US, so it's kind of hard to get raw milk. So why are these foods healthy? So the reason why these foods are actually healthier than the other ones is that number one, they're nutrient dense. They actually have nutrients that are good for you. Okay, which already says a lot because the other foods don't. They barely have any nutrients that you need to survive and to function as a human being. They boost testosterone because of cholesterol. So foods like eggs and fats, just fats in general, have cholesterol, right? And red meat as well. Oh shit. But these foods are actually is this is actually essential for you to build muscle and have high testosterone. So you've been lied to that cholesterol is bad and that you shouldn't be eating eggs every single day and red meat. No. What is actually bad, what actually causes bad cholesterol, LDL by the way, that's the name. HDL is the good cholesterol which you get from eating eggs, red meat, all these healthy foods, okay? And the healthy animal fats and things like avocados as well. Something that I didn't put here, I didn't put specific foods that I like to eat, but I would put avocados and stuff like that, bananas, pineapple, uh, banana. Oh wait, I think I already said banana, but you get what I mean, right? But other than that, like that's off topic. But things that increase good cholesterol are things like I said, eggs, red meat, avocados. Things that boost bad cholesterol are things like sugar, and mostly sugar and the foods that I just mentioned, junk food, fast food, seed oils, all that shit is what causes the bad cholesterol to increase. Okay, so we want to have more of the good cholesterol than the bad one, which comes down to just eating these type of cholesterol foods, red meat, eggs, and like I said, these animal fats, and also avocados. Um, Also, these foods are high in protein, carbs, and fats. So obviously, I didn't mean to say it like that. Like obviously, red meat doesn't have carbs, but all these foods have these macronutrients. Like they, at least one of these macronutrients, which are essential for the human body to function. So you need all of these in order to build muscle. You need or all of these in order to be healthy as well. And also, they don't fuck up your health and metabolism unless you cook and put weird stuff on your food. So things like any type of sauce, like I said already. If you put any of that, it pretty much like the food's not healthy anymore. If you put like chamoy, like if you're Mexican, you like to put like chamoy and stuff like that on your fruits. That's not healthy. So we need to make sure that it is fucking healthy. We're not putting weird stuff on our food. We're not cooking in seed oils or stuff like that. Okay. So how to bulk up without tracking calories. So I actually was able to do this. Okay. I haven't tracked a single calorie ever since I started the gym, where I started working out. So first rule of bulking up, eating a lot. Don't be scared to be eating a lot. You're not going to gain fat. Like I already told you, these foods are actually going to help you build muscle and not get fat. Unless, of course, you're eating a bunch of carbs. You might get a little bit of fat, but still, like I said, these foods are way healthier than the other ones. So it's kind of hard for you to gain fat, even if you're just eating a bunch of fruit. But this is my recommendations. So carbs, eat a lot of carbs. Okay, we need a lot of energy to build muscle, and carbs is like our main source of energy. So carbs, eat them. This is the times when I would recommend that you eat them so you don't get any health problems and you maximize your testosterone and your hormones and all that um, stuff. So around like the middle of the day, that's when I recommend that you eat carbs. So around like 12, 1, 2, maybe even 3, maybe even 4. Okay, pretty much if you wake up at let's say 6 or 7 or 8, do not eat carbs right in the morning. Let's say wait 3 hours till you eat some carbs. Okay, and then you eat things like I said, fruits, vegetables. Just those pretty much are the main sources that I eat for carbs. I just eat a fuck ton of those foods. Okay, around this time and before and after workouts, so you have energy for your workout, and after like your workout, you restore your glycogen stores. Which, by the way, we need glycogen to perform well in the gym and have energy and just work out in general and to, like I said, function. So eat a lot of protein. Okay, eat a lot of protein rich foods, eggs, red meat. It doesn't actually matter when you eat these foods, but I like to eat them like first thing in the morning. I eat 5 to 10 eggs in the morning. Now, right now, I haven't ate anything. I record videos like first, and then after recording videos, I eat like I eat 5 to 10 eggs. Usually, every single day, I eat minimum 5 eggs. The maximum I've gone is actually 10 eggs in one single day, but that was scrambled eggs, and it didn't really. I don't like scrambled eggs that much anymore. I prefer fried eggs. They taste a lot better. That's just my opinion, though. You can cook your eggs in whatever way you want, okay? And just also other foods that you can eat. I forgot to put chicken, lamb, what else? Fish. Those foods are actually fine, but this is just some of the foods that I like to eat personally. So yeah, you can still eat fish. Don't worry, okay? I didn't take out the other protein-rich foods, but these are just some examples. Like I said, I didn't put like the entire list of the foods that you like, the specific foods you should be eating, but this is generally what I like to eat, okay? And just eat your red meat, eat your eggs, eat them before maybe workouts, or actually I recommend that you buy this protein powder. Buy this exact one, okay? You can buy it on Amazon. I think it's like $80. I know it's expensive, but you don't even need to use like the entire thing in one day. You just use one scoop a day, and that's it. Okay, you get enough protein from these foods that I already mentioned. And creatine does not cause health problems. Okay, bro, you don't get weird like kidney problems. Okay, actually, creatine is a good thing. The only thing is like if you are gonna take creatine, drink a lot of water. Okay, and only drink water, like I said before. Okay, just don't overthink this, bro. Just eat. Okay, just eat food. Eat a lot. Eat a lot of this food. Now, change your diet does take a little bit of time. I understand that. It took me like to get to this point where I'm at. It took me. It's taking me a year or so. It's taking me a year. It does take a while, but you make a lot. If you make progress in your diet, you're gonna be ahead of so many people. Okay, you're gonna be ahead of your other version of you who isn't eating healthy, and you're gonna build more muscle too. So yeah, I really do like just kind of copy this kind of schedule of eating the foods that you want, and it doesn't have to be perfect. You know, you're gonna make mistakes. Your diet, you're gonna make mistakes. I make mistakes every now and then. I'll eat like a donut. I'll eat some ice cream or something, but that's just every now and then, like once a week, maybe once a month, maybe twice a month. But it's rare. It's kind of rare. Okay. All macronutrients are important. Do not leave any of the macronutrients out. You need carbs, fats, and proteins. There's a lot of people saying, like carnivores, that you shouldn't eat carbs, even if it's from plants, and that's bullshit. Okay, I think it's bullshit. The only, if you want to build muscle, you need all macros. Okay, unless you have to eliminate some type of, I meant to put like macronutrient, but usually it's like carbs are the people like to eliminate a lot. But carbs aren't bad. You just aren't eating the right source of carbs. Okay, but you should eliminate carbs only because you have a medical problem. Then in that case, just if you want to bulk up, just eat a fuck ton of red meat and eggs. But chances are you're not fucking special, and you're like most of people in the world. So don't eliminate carbs. Okay, don't act like the special person like carnivores do and vegans do the same way. We need all nutrients. Okay, they're all essential. They're all macronutrients. Um, Other than that, bro, that's pretty much it for the video. I hope you like my video. You know, like I said before, if you're interested in my course on how to build muscle for skinny teenagers. Click the link in the description. If you want more videos like this that are educational, that will teach you like what metabolism actually is and how to build muscle the correct way, um, subscribe. And other than that, bro, peace out. And before I leave, or before you leave,